Have you ever felt rejected, abandoned, unloved, unwanted? There are people that have these feelings every day. A child may feel unwanted or rejected by a parent. Maybe there's been someone that's been a friend to you, at least you thought they were your friend, and found out that they had turned their back on you and have not communicated with you or visited with you for a long time, and that's a feeling of rejection. Possibly a husband or a wife has been rejected by their spouse. Rejection can be a very painful situation. In fact, at times it may seem unbearable to the person that's going through being rejected. But I want to share with you today that with God's help, you can overcome the pain of rejection. Let's look in the book of Genesis, chapter 37, and verses 26 through 28. We read a little bit about the story of Joseph, and his brothers did not like him, and he was rejected by his brothers. In fact, they had plotted to kill him, and one brother said, "No, let's don't kill him, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites." And that's what they did. They sold him into to the Ishmaelites, and they did not like him, and I'm sure that he felt that pain of rejection. But when we look in the 39th chapter of Genesis, we can find out how Joseph dealt with that rejection. Verse 2 tells us that the Lord was with Joseph. So we know that Joseph stayed in fellowship with God. And when we look at verses 4 through 6, they tell us that Joseph did his job well. In other words, he didn't sit around and dwell on the fact that he had been rejected by his brothers and the hurtful situation. He kept busy and he did his job well. Verses 7 through 12 tell us that Joseph refused to yield to temptation. In other words, he stayed committed to God. So if you find yourself going through the painful situation of rejection, let Joseph be your example. Number 1, stay in fellowship with God. Number 2, keep busy. Don't dwell on the fact that you've been rejected. And number 3, remember to stay committed to God. His love will carry you through. Remember Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Thank you.